Chee, and I'm a TV host, MC, voiceover talent, and I'm also a mother of two. I think it happened a little bit by chance. I actually went to school, I actually went to uni for mass comm, so I was looking at becoming a producer, and when I came back I actually became a producer, assistant producer at ATV, and from there I gained a lot of experience behind the scenes. And one fine day I just saw on TV an ad for a new channel that's looking for a VJ, so I went for that. It's a reality show. I didn't think I would enjoy being in front of the camera as well as behind the camera, so one thing led to another and here I am. When I was swimming competitively actually all throughout my high school years, that part of my life definitely did help in making me a little bit more focused and disciplined in everything that I do. I think because being a full-time athlete at the time and still studying, I had to manage my time really well, be able to do everything, and make me who I am today. These two aspects are very intertwined into how I bring up my children right now, because my daughter, she's very active in sports. I don't emphasize so much on academic excellence because I believe that a child is better if they're all-rounded. First time around? Well, actually, both our pregnancies were planned, so it didn't come as a big surprise when we found out that I was pregnant. We were happy, very elated of course, for both pregnancies. I know a lot of people think, why you wait until so long, right? 5 years before you have another one, but that was all in our plan, so we were happy for both pregnancies. Because of the industry that I'm in, where it is a bit more visual in a sense, especially when I'm emceeing events or being on TV and all that, it did affect to an extent, as in when I was pregnant or when I was a little bit heavily pregnant, when the stomach was really obvious. A couple of clients actually turned me down for an emceeing because they didn't want a pregnant MC. But other than that, being pregnant actually has brought me a lot of different kind of jobs, so I'm grateful for that. With my daughter, I had all-day sickness. I would vomit when I brush my teeth. I would vomit if I drink too much water. I cannot be near chicken rice. Just the smell of chicken rice, I would vomit. So I was vomiting the entire day actually for the first 4 months, and I actually lost 3 kilos. For my son, actually no. For my son, I was really good. I didn't have any morning sickness or afternoon sickness or nighttime sickness, and because I was more aware of my body and also more aware of how it is not dangerous to work out, because you know, during the first pregnancy you're a bit wary about working out too much because you never know what will happen, but with my second one I was working out throughout, so my body sort of gradually grew into the bump. Experience did help. My husband has always been supportive, even throughout pregnancy, and as a father, he's very hands-on. Although he does work a lot outstation, so we sort of have a long-distance relationship, but he will be there for me when push comes to shove, yeah. It was quite a difficult transition for me to becoming a mother after my first child, because I guess as a new mom you had a preconception of, oh, when my child is born I will love it with all my heart and I'll feel so warm, you know, and I'll feel so happy with my child, but that didn't happen for me. I actually had a little bit of postpartum blues. So with my first child, the transition was a little bit difficult, and I was thinking like maybe I was not cut out to be a mother after all. Initially I thought like, you know, well, I am born to become a mother. But after that first child and after the first couple of months, I was like, this is not for me. I don't know how to become a good mother. But eventually I think you sort of learn with experience as well, and then you become more confident in yourself in handling a baby. From then on, you gradually become more confident and more experienced, so you feel better about being a mother. I actually had a talk with my husband and we decided that maybe I'd be a stay-at-home mom. I tried it out actually for about 8 months and I thought I was gonna go crazy. Just being at home with a child, I mean, it's very rewarding. I get to witness all her first milestones, you know, and her first word was mommy and all that, and I was very proud of being very such a hands-on mom. But honestly, I am so not cut out to be a stay-at-home mom, and I had a choice to return to work but on a part-time basis, so I took it and I felt so much better about it because not only am I now only a mom, I can be a co-worker, a friend, a wife. So you know, we play all these roles and all of it come together to make us a better person. When we are a better person, we become a better mother. I think I don't have a clear-cut separation between my public and my personal life because the public knows me as the personal me, you know, they know me as Belinda, the TV host, and the mom of two. I mean, if you see my Instagram lately, it's been taken over by my children, so it's not like I will not allow myself to post pictures of my children or post milestones of my children, because that's sort of it being on social media. It helps remind me as well sometimes of what I've gone through and what they've been through and how they've grown. I don't have that clear-cut separation, oh, I cannot post pictures of my children on social media, or I cannot have them on TV, or I cannot have them with me at work. You know, we've done shoots together as a family. I don't think there's a problem with that, putting my personal life into the public eye. To a certain extent, I think it's fine for people to know more about me and my family. Well, you know, there's a saying says it takes a village to raise a child, right? It literally does. Because besides my husband, of course, who's very hands-on, I have a helper who's also very hands-on with my children and they love her as well. My parents, my in-laws, everyone has chipped in and helped with the children. And I think that's a healthy thing, because if they're only looking at you, or if you're the only person that they are bonded to, it's not very healthy for them socially, for the children socially. They need to be able to bond with a whole different bunch of people, including teachers and, you know, friends, caretakers, to be able to grow up more well-rounded, I think. I'd be lying if I said that it didn't. Of course, having children will change the dynamics between the husband and the wife as compared to when you were both just the two of you. Now there's 3 of you, now there's 4 of you. Most of what we talk about now is about our children, but of course we make time to still spend some alone time together. I think that's very important for husbands and wives. Take a vacation, you know, perhaps once a year, just the two of us, just to reconnect and relight the romance. So my husband and I, we've been together for 18 years now, so that's like half our lives. So it is quite important to still find each other interesting and not take each other for granted. With my first child, I actually wrote down some rules that I wanted both the entire family to follow, but I've sort of laxed that now because I figured children, first of all, they have their own different personalities. You can't just box everyone together and say that this kind of rules, this kind of principles will work with one child, but maybe it won't work with another. So I've sort of just let that go now and take it as it comes. My gynae actually shared with me this very good advice. After I gave birth to my first child, I was feeling a bit blue. So she actually told me that when you go up into the plane, right, what they say is you have to put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you assist those in your care. So what she's trying to say is you have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of everybody else. Because as mothers, sometimes we forget, because there's so much to do, so much to think about, that you tend to forget yourself. And when you're drowned and overwhelmed with all these responsibilities, you cannot become a good mother. So I would advise all the women out there, if you can, go out and do what you love to do. Take care of yourself, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally. Make sure you're happy and healthy, and then you can become a much better mom.